Morning. God morning. God morning. OMG. God morning. How you loving? How you loving, family?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am
Hopefully y'all enjoying
fabulous. Oh, I am fabulous. We are in Dubai. We're in Dubai.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
We freaking made it, family. OMG. If I tell you what kind of experience this was. I'm telling you, once we all arrive, two more are arriving. I think four more are arriving today. When we tell you all the incredible stories of our journey to Dubai, you will say, only God, only God. It was like that, Queen Vashti. It was an only God. It was looking pretty it was looking pretty hairy from the human perspective. We had to go to our
Wow.
we had to go to didn't we know this? Didn't we know this? That when you do big things beyond your current capacity, beyond your current experience, everything about this trip is beyond my current experience. Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Well, we know resistance will show up.
Oh.
We know that. We've talked about that many times.
But you know what happens, Queen? When it comes, you
Yes.
never know how it's going to come up, and you never know what it's gonna look like. You don't know,
Facts.
right? You don't know what it's gonna look.
That's why you have to tax. You have to be present, and you have to be able to say, "Oh, wait a minute. I see you. I see you." And be patient and be calm and use your tools through the situations.
Oh,
Whether it's oh no, or I mean, whatever you got in your bag, use it.
look, Queen, we had to use all of them. We had to use every Course of Miracles lesson. We had to use it all. I'm telling you, that's
Yeah.
that's how it got pretty hairy there a couple of times, not
Wow.
just once.
Yeah.
I had to go to the airport
Yeah.
twice. I went to the airport on Wednesday. I went to the airport on Thursday. I finally got out on Thursday. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was hairy. I was having an India moment. Uh-oh. My phone just went out. I need to plug it in. Let me plug my phone in and get back on in this room. So, family, if to plug the phone in, I must turn off the light. So you will not be seeing my face as well as you could because the light and the phone go into the same spot as of this moment. Let me see if I can configure it a little bit better. I don't see an outlet around here because I do want to configure this very well for you. Let me see if I can find. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I want to do the best I can for you. There's a very nice desk here, but there is no outlet on this desk. So, and I want to show you the view. Now, if I flip around, we can flip around. We can flip around because that'll give great lighting, and then the view will be of the apartment. We can flip around. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. Let's do it because we can have it all. Let's freaking do it. I know. What in the world is with your sis doing all this configuring during the live stream? Hey, what is with your sis doing all this configuring during the live stream? It's okay. Let's do it. I will bring over a table at the same time. You can see our suite. It's all good. I'm gonna use somebody's suitcase. I don't know whose suitcase this is, but thank you. You're gonna be my desk today. I promise you I'll have it together tomorrow. I promise you I will have it together tomorrow. Let me move that hand sanitizer out of the way. That don't look cute. Hand sanitizer does not look cute in the video. Nope, it's not. Put that in the kitchen. Okay, family. I think we're gonna be good. Let's see if we can get this dining room. Oh yeah, this is a much better background. Okay, remember these videos live on YouTube. And the dining, oh yeah, it's getting to be a better background.
ready to do the spiritual practice that is just ahead. Okay, I see that Coach is ready. Everything is up and running, and we've worked through these beautiful experiences that we're having. All is right here in our sacred space. Okay, I hand it back over to you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Queen Vashti, for handling that meditation for us. It is all good. We are ready to rock and roll. We are on A Course in Miracles, lesson 113 from Dubai. Pardon that the lighting is not absolutely perfect, and I'm wearing a cap today. I'm wearing the love cap. Yet I am showing up every day, no matter what, to deliver what we committed to. We have a shared commitment, all of us. We committed to show up every day, regardless of the country, regardless of the time, because right now it's 5:21 p.m. in Dubai. I was in Turkey yesterday and it was an hour earlier, and we got to do it a little later yesterday. Regardless of how we're feeling, regardless if we're tired, regardless if we don't feel like it, regardless of all human considerations, we are undertaking our daily spiritual practice no matter what. 365 days straight of A Course in Miracles. And pat yourself on the back because you have now arrived at day 113, which makes you, whether you joined yesterday or today or on day 87 or on day 39 or on day 23 or day 1, makes you a spiritual gangster. Course in Miracles.
Yes,
done it, Queen.
Yes. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. You know, we're not through yet, but you are making a commitment to show up every day. And if you can, every day, or listen to the replays, or just making an effort to show up as much as possible, that's something to be proud of and pat yourself on the back about. Yes, congratulate yourself.
Because this is no easy thing to do. Because of what we spoke of earlier, that resistance will come for you. That resistance will try to make its rear its ugly head. That resistance will try to tell you that this is not something that is necessary, like your next breath, like your life depended on it. It will try to convince you that you can skip a day, but that could be the day that sets you free. Family, tell me how the sound is on YouTube. Sound check on YouTube, and we're going to lesson 113. Because sometimes when I use my iPad, which I'm using my iPad today for connection, sometimes when I use my iPad, I do notice that sometimes the sound is a little lower. Clean off the screen. I'm going to edit this video nicely for you because right now we're all over the place. Okay, very good. Well, we're not all over the place after that meditation. Thank you, Denelzia. Sound is good. Lesson 113, A Course in Miracles. Remember, on YouTube, if the screen goes black for just a moment while we pull up the screen, it's all good. I will read the lesson to you, and I will be right back at you on YouTube. Here we are. Lesson 113. For morning and evening review, we are reviewing 2 lessons. The first lesson we are reviewing lesson 95. I am oneself, united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine. Tell yourself, I am one self, united with my creator. There are not 8.8 billion cells. There is one self of all cells, of whom we all live, breathe, move, and have our very existence. There is a oneness in the ground of all reality, and this oneness expresses as the many. I am one self, capital S self. You are capital S self, united with my creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God, at one with all creation. Right now, I'm sitting in Dubai looking out at the beautiful marina at this gorgeous suite. It's 2 levels, it's a loft, it's fabulous, it's fabulous. And I see a palm tree. Look out, and whether you're looking at mountains or palm trees or the beach or your backyard, and you see the wonderful pool, or you see the caterpillar turning into a butterfly hanging upside on the branch, you are one with all of this. The second lesson we are reviewing today is lesson 96. Salvation comes from my one self. No need for a savior, save yourself. From my one self, capital S self. Once again, we're talking about the divine essence. We are talking about the true self here, whose knowledge still remains within my mind. All the knowledge of the one self, the infinite knowledge, is within your mind. I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. You already see the plan of the universe perfectly fulfilled. It can't be otherwise. Now, there are people who tried to fight the universe. There are people who tried to sway the universe to do what it wants to do, called pleading and begging prayer. That is not the way. The way is to know that I'm one with this whole universe, and the universe is perfect, as am I. And I see the perfect plan for me perfectly fulfilled, and I promise you the perfect plan for you is better than you can imagine. Those are our 2 ideas that we are reviewing today, lesson 95 and lesson 96. So in the morning, in the first hour, as we're doing now, I just woke up. Because last night, on our first night in Dubai, as we arrived here, we decided to go and get something to eat, and then we decided to stay up until the sun came up. So we stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning, which was really, I don't know, probably like 9 o'clock last night. And so I awakened, I don't know, around 2 something, almost 3. And 3 would have been the time that we would have normally started. And so I asked for grace, and we could start at 8 instead of 4. So I realized that for you in Eastern time, it is Saturday morning, or if you're somewhere else on the planet, it may be some other time. And in Dubai, it is currently 4:27 p.m. So in the first hour that we awaken, we go through the 2 lessons for the day, which we're all doing now. In the hour before you go to sleep, we also go through the 2 lessons, a review, up 5 minutes. During the day, pardon me, on the hour, we say, I am one self, united with my creator. On the half hour, we say, salvation comes from my one self. One self. One self. Salvation does not come from outside of yourself. Salvation does not come from looking at a savior. Salvation does not come from a man who died 2,000 years ago on a cross. A Course in Miracles calls Christ our elder brother, and Christ, who is speaking to us in A Course in Miracles, said that was an extreme teaching lesson for his soul. You don't have to crucify yourself, nor do you need a crucifier. When you remember your true divine essence, when you remember who you truly are, when you remember that you are one self, united with all, united with your creator, all your power is now accessible. Our power is not accessible when we think that we are splintered, weak, little, can get sick, and have problems, and can die. It's not accessible. Okay? Oh, yes. Before we go into our discussion, I will flip it around. if I can figure out how to flip it around on this particular live stream thingy thing that I have going on here. Denelzia, I can't quite determine how to flip it around. I can flip myself around. Let's go out on the balcony. And I am now going to open the discussion on Clubhouse. Go for it. Floor is open. Oh.
It was the secret or the and that statement was God's plan. Where he is, okay. God's power is the only power. God's plan is the only plan. So, with the experiences of the resistance and just your everyday life, of the things that we experience of our own creation, because we are creating all of the things that we experience, and that is to bring us closer to source, to spirit, to creator, or whatever term you're using, or whatever you're calling that divine aspect of yourself. It helps remind us that God's power is the only power, and that if we learn to release and let go and use our tools to combat those aliens, those thoughts, the evil, those thoughts that continue to have us stuck, we just know that, God is my source, the source from which all my strength comes. And God's plan is the only plan. Instead of us trying to come up with our own plan and just know to follow that divine instinct, it will ease things for us. And this is the message that Christ came to bring to us. If you want to, when you study different materials, it kind of helps you to get a better understanding, because it's coming at you from different perspectives. I like doing that because it helps me to understand better. It helps me to absorb the information, and it also helps me to be at peace, because it's not coming from just one space. It's coming from somewhere else. It's coming from several different places. So that lets me know that, okay, there's some truth to this, and this can work, just applying those tools. And I'm complete for now. It just really, those lessons for today, those two lessons just reminded me of what I was studying on last night before I fell asleep. And as Coach said, the mic is open. So if you have something you want to share, come on up.
And before we go deeper into our discussion, I'm going to end the live stream on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, love tubers. If you desire to hop on Clubhouse, please do. And I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be ready for you, coming to you from Dubai. And I will be situated perfectly. I promise you, it will be lovely. Mwah. Peace, Kaisi out. ValerieLove.com. Back to Clubhouse.